Herman Melville's Moby Dick is more than just a book. The story follows Captain Ahab and his relentless pursuit of a giant white whale, Moby Dick. This creature is not just any whale. Moby Dick is a symbol of the untamable forces of nature. The book dives deep into the human psyche. It explores themes of revenge, duty, and the limits of human ambition. First published in 1851, the book initially received mixed reviews. Some critics found it too dark and challenging. Over time, Moby Dick has come to be regarded as one of the great American novels. It stands as a testament to Melville's literary genius. Herman Melville, the author of this epic tale, was born in New York City in 1819. His life, much like his most famous work, was filled with adventure and hardship. Melville's father died when he was young, forcing him to leave school and go to sea to support his family. He worked on whaling ships, traveled to exotic islands, and experienced the harsh realities of life on the open ocean. These experiences would later form the basis of his writing. Ironically, it wasn't until the 20th century that Moby Dick received the recognition it deserved. Moby Dick begins with the unforgettable line, "Call me Ishmael." Ishmael, a young man seeking adventure, decides to sign on to a whaling voyage. He boards the Pequod, a ship captained by the enigmatic Ahab. Captain Ahab is driven by an all-consuming obsession with Moby Dick, the whale that took his leg years before. Ahab's quest for revenge casts a shadow over the entire ship and its crew. The crew of the Pequod is a diverse group of characters, each with their own motivations and backstories. The stage is set for a dramatic confrontation between man and nature. The Pequod sets sail from Nantucket, an island steeped in whaling tradition. Even before the ship leaves the harbor, there are signs that this voyage will be different. Ishmael encounters strange figures and hears ominous tales of Moby Dick. These warnings foreshadow the danger that lies ahead. Melville uses the setting of Nantucket to introduce the world of whaling. Ishmael's journey begins in this atmosphere of anticipation and dread. He has a sense that something extraordinary, perhaps even tragic, is about to unfold. For weeks, Captain Ahab remains secluded in his cabin, adding to the mystery surrounding him. Finally, he appears on deck, revealing his obsessive purpose. Ahab gathers the crew and announces a quest to hunt and kill Moby Dick. His monomania is evident in his every word and action. Some are eager for the challenge, drawn by the promise of gold he nails to the mast. Others, like the first mate Starbuck, sense the madness driving their captain. They fear Ahab's obsession will lead them all to ruin. Ahab's quest transcends mere revenge. It becomes a battle against the very forces of nature. The reader anticipates the inevitable confrontation between man and whale, knowing it can only end in tragedy. Weeks turn into months as the Pequod scours the vast Pacific Ocean in pursuit of Moby Dick. Ishmael, through whose eyes we experience the voyage, becomes intimately acquainted with the dangerous and demanding life of a whaler. Melville provides detailed descriptions of whaling techniques, from the hunt itself to the gruesome process of extracting oil from the slain creatures. These passages offer a glimpse into a bygone era and highlight the brutal reality of man's relationship with nature. Throughout their journey, the crew encounters other ships and diverse cultures. Each challenge tests their resilience and deepens the sense of impending doom that hangs over the Pequod. The Pequod's journey is punctuated by encounters with other whaling ships. Each meeting brings news of Moby Dick, further fueling Ahab's obsession. One pivotal encounter is with the Rachel, a ship searching for its lost captain's son. The captain pleads with Ahab to help find the boy, but is met with refusal. Ahab's single-minded pursuit of Moby Dick outweighs even basic human compassion. These encounters emphasize the isolation of Ahab's obsession. The stage is set for the dramatic climax of this epic tale. Captain Ahab, the enigmatic master of the Pequod, stands as one of literature's most enduring and complex characters. Scarred physically and mentally by his encounter with Moby Dick, Ahab is a man consumed by a singular purpose: revenge. Ahab's monomania is not merely a thirst for vengeance, it's a struggle against the perceived indifference and malice of the universe itself. However, Ahab's obsession blinds him to the world around him, alienating his crew and driving him further into darkness. His story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of allowing vengeance to consume one's soul. Ishmael, the narrator of Moby Dick, serves as the reader's guide through the physical and philosophical depths of the novel. Ishmael is an everyman, a wanderer, seeking adventure and meaning on the open sea. Through Ishmael's observant eyes, we witness the dangers and wonders of whaling, the camaraderie and tensions among the crew, and the awe-inspiring power of the natural world. His musings provide a counterpoint to Ahab's single-minded obsession, offering a broader perspective on the events unfolding aboard the Pequod. As the sole survivor of the Pequod's disastrous voyage, Ishmael becomes a vessel for the novel's message of survival and the importance of learning from experience. His story reminds us that even in the face of overwhelming adversity, there is always hope for redemption and understanding. Starbuck, the first mate, emerges as a counterpoint to Ahab's obsessive madness. A devout Quaker and a seasoned whaler, Starbuck values reason, duty, and the sanctity of human life. He understands the dangers of Ahab's quest, recognizing the futility of challenging the natural order and fearing the consequences of his captain's unchecked ambition. Throughout the voyage, Starbuck serves as the voice of caution, pleading with Ahab to reconsider his obsession and prioritize the safety of the crew. Despite his loyalty to the ship and his captain, Starbuck refuses to abandon his moral compass. His unwavering sense of right and wrong, though ultimately unable to sway Ahab, serves as a reminder of the importance of moral courage, even in the face of overwhelming pressure. One of the most compelling and complex characters in Moby Dick is Queequeg, a harpooner from a fictional South Pacific island. Covered in tattoos and wielding a harpoon with deadly skill, Queequeg initially appears as the stereotypical savage of 19th century literature. However, Melville subverts these expectations, revealing Queequeg to be a man of deep intelligence, compassion, and unwavering loyalty. His friendship with Ishmael transcends racial and cultural boundaries, challenging the prejudices of the time. Queequeg's spirituality, rooted in nature and ancestor worship, provides a unique perspective on the world. His presence on the Pequod serves as a constant reminder of the common humanity that binds us all, regardless of race, culture, or background. The crew of the Pequod represents a microcosm of humanity, drawn together by the promise of adventure and the pursuit of wealth. Melville populates the ship with a diverse cast of characters, each with their own unique background, motivations, and beliefs. This diverse group, thrown together by circumstance, reflects the melting pot of 19th century America and the global reach of the whaling industry. As the voyage progresses, the crew's interactions reveal the complexities of human relationships, the bonds of camaraderie forged in the face of danger, and the tensions that arise from cultural differences and personal ambitions. Through their struggles and triumphs, Melville explores themes of race, class, and the human condition. The crew of the Pequod becomes a microcosm of society, highlighting both the best and worst aspects of human nature. Moby Dick is a story consumed by obsession. Captain Ahab's relentless pursuit of the white whale is the driving force of the narrative. Ahab's obsession transcends a simple desire for revenge. It speaks to a deeper human need to exert control over the chaotic and often cruel whims of nature. He becomes a slave to his obsession, sacrificing everything, his crew, his ship, his very soul, in pursuit of his unattainable goal. Melville's exploration of obsession is both timeless and relevant. Obsession, Melville suggests, is a form of blindness, blinding us to the world around us and the consequences of our actions. Fate, that unseen hand guiding our lives, is a recurring theme throughout Moby Dick. From the moment Ishmael sets foot on the Pequod, a sense of foreboding hangs over the voyage. Omens and portents abound, hinting at the tragic destiny that awaits the ship and its crew. Ahab, despite his attempts to defy fate and conquer nature, ultimately falls victim to the very forces he seeks to control. Moby Dick suggests that fate, like the sea itself, is a powerful and indifferent force. The novel leaves us to ponder the age-old question: are we truly free to choose our own paths, or are our lives predetermined by forces beyond our understanding? At its core, Moby Dick is a story about the eternal struggle between man and nature. The vast and unforgiving ocean serves as the backdrop for this epic conflict. Melville masterfully captures the awe-inspiring beauty and terrifying power of the sea. Ahab's obsessive quest to conquer Moby Dick represents the hubris of humanity. The novel reminds us that nature is a force to be respected, not dominated. In an age of increasing environmental concern, Moby Dick serves as a timely reminder of the importance of finding a sustainable balance between our needs and the preservation of the natural world. Revenge, a dish best served cold, drives Moby Dick's narrative with relentless force. Ahab's desire for revenge leads to his destruction. Melville explores the psychological toll of revenge. Moby Dick warns of the dangers of clinging to anger. The duality of nature. Melville's Moby Dick explores nature's awe-inspiring beauty and terrifying power. The novel showcases the sublime wonder of the natural world. Through Ishmael's eyes, we see whales, the vast ocean, and intricate sea creatures. Melville's rich descriptions remind us of nature's interconnectedness. He also portrays nature's raw, untamed power. Moby Dick embodies this duality, inspiring both awe and terror. Section 1. A Sea of Words. The Literary Landscape of 1851. Imagine stepping back in time to 1851, the year Moby Dick first emerged from the printing presses. The world was a different place then. The Industrial Revolution was transforming societies, and America, still a relatively young nation, was finding its voice, both politically and artistically. The literary scene was vibrant, with writers grappling with issues of the day: industrialization, social change, and the expansion of the American frontier. Romanticism, with its emphasis on emotion, individualism, and the power of nature, was a dominant force in literature. Think of authors like Nathaniel Hawthorne, known for his dark tales of sin and guilt, or Henry David Thoreau, who championed a simpler life in harmony with nature. Moby Dick, with its epic scope, philosophical musings, and vivid descriptions of the natural world, emerged from this rich literary tapestry. It was a book that both embraced and transcended the conventions of its time. It was a book that dared to be different, a book that would take readers on a journey into the uncharted waters of the human soul. Initial reception of Moby Dick. The publication of Moby Dick in 1851 wasn't met with universal acclaim. It generated quite a bit of buzz, and not all of it positive. Readers were accustomed to more straightforward adventure stories. Moby Dick challenged these expectations with its complex characters and unconventional narrative. Some praised Melville's ambition and vivid portrayal of the whaling industry. Others found it dense, confusing, even blasphemous. Little did they know it would become one of the greatest works of American literature. Section 3. Whaling and Empire, reflecting America's growing ambitions. To grasp Moby Dick's context, consider the historical stage it was set upon. The 19th century was a time of immense change and expansion for the United States. Driven by manifest destiny, America expanded westward. This spirit extended onto the open seas. Whaling transformed into a global enterprise. American whaling ships hunted whales for valuable oil. Moby Dick reflects this era of globalization and America's maritime power. The shadow of slavery. Social currents in Melville's narrative. Moby Dick reflects the social and political currents of its time. Slavery cast a long shadow over America. Melville addresses this divisive issue in his novel. The multicultural crew of the Pequod reflects 19th century America's diversity. Relationships mirror society's complex dynamics of race, equality, and justice. The enduring legacy of Moby Dick. Moby Dick, though initially met with mixed reviews, has become a cornerstone of American literature. Its themes of obsession, revenge, and man's relationship with nature resonate deeply. The book's influence extends far beyond literature, shaping our understanding of the human condition. The novel's relevance in modern times. What can a book about a whaling voyage have to do with our lives today? Moby Dick speaks to us across the centuries with surprising relevance. Ahab's obsessive pursuit of Moby Dick reflects humanity's struggle to control the world. The novel's themes of ambition and revenge resonate in our world of technological advancement. Moby Dick also speaks to our anxieties about climate change. Its vivid descriptions of whaling remind us of the consequences of exploiting nature. Themes of race, identity, and the search for meaning remain relevant today. Section 3. A Sea of Interpretations. Moby Dick in Literature, Art, and Popular Culture. Moby Dick has spawned a vast and varied legacy, inspiring countless adaptations, interpretations, and homages across various art forms. From operas and stage plays to films, paintings, and even graphic novels, the story of Ahab, Ishmael, and the White Whale has been reimagined and reinterpreted for new audiences. Artists and creators have been drawn to the novel's epic scope, its rich symbolism, and its complex characters. Each adaptation offers a unique perspective on Melville's masterpiece, highlighting different themes, characters, or historical contexts. The novel has also inspired countless references and allusions in popular culture, from music and television shows to advertising and everyday language. The phrase, white whale, for example, has become synonymous with an elusive goal or obsession, a testament to the enduring power of Melville's imagery. This ongoing fascination with Moby Dick speaks to its status as a cultural touchstone, a work of art that continues to spark imagination and inspire creative expression across generations. Section 4. Charting your course. Why Moby Dick remains a vital voyage for readers today. Embarking on a journey with Moby Dick is not for the faint of heart. It's a challenging read, demanding your attention, your patience, and your willingness to delve into the depths of human experience. But for those willing to take the plunge, the rewards are immeasurable. Moby Dick is a novel that stays with you long after you've finished reading, its themes echoing in your thoughts, and its characters lingering in your imagination. It's a book that can change the way you see the world, the way you understand yourself, and the way you grapple with life's big questions. In an age of instant gratification and fleeting entertainment, Moby Dick stands as a testament to the enduring power of literature to challenge, inspire, and connect us to the depths of human experience. So, chart your course, set sail, and prepare to be captivated by one of literature's most enduring and rewarding voyages. Section 1. A Literary Time Capsule. Moby Dick is more than just a story about a whale. It's a time capsule from a bygone era, offering us a glimpse into the world of 19th century America. Through Melville's vivid prose, we experience the sights, sounds, and smells of a whaling ship. Moby Dick is a timeless work of art, transcending its historical context to speak to universal human experiences. Section 2. Echoes in the Vast Ocean of Time. Moby Dick continues to echo through literature, art, and popular culture. It has inspired countless adaptations and reinterpretations. The novel's themes of obsession, revenge, and man's relationship with nature remain timely. Moby Dick transcends time and place, speaking to us across generations. Section 3. Set sail for uncharted waters. Why should you, a modern reader, choose to embark on the epic journey that is Moby Dick? In a world saturated with instant information and fleeting entertainment, Moby Dick offers something rare and precious. A timeless tale that challenges, provokes, and stays with you long after you've finished reading. It's a novel that demands your attention, your patience, and your willingness to embrace ambiguity and complexity. It's a novel that rewards close reading, revealing new layers of meaning with each encounter. But more than that, Moby Dick is an invitation to embark on a journey of self-discovery. It's a journey that will take you to the depths of human nature, to the heart of our deepest fears and aspirations. It's a journey that will challenge your assumptions, expand your worldview, and leave you with a profound sense of awe at the mystery and majesty of the universe we inhabit. So, open the book, set sail, and prepare to be transformed by the power of Melville's masterpiece.